So during presentation, let's say when you started, and then you have everything in mind. But when you mention your name and then maybe the project topic, everything went blank. What are you supposed to do from there?
Is it from your mind or from the slides?
So let's from your mind, yeah, from your mind. Yes. As long as maybe you did not read, you read, you did everything, you did your results, everything. And even when during the presentation, when other people were presenting, you were also like reading yours. And but when you go to your thing or your time, as soon as you go there, you mention your name, you read, maybe let's say your objectives and specific objectives, everything went on. So now like, you started thinking about something that was best to you.
Yeah, we call it mental breakout. Yeah, it happens. And it gives me a lot of, wow, I came first. We had a presentation on farming system when I came first. And that gave me a lot of popularity and a lot of friends. And a lot of crashes. And now I regret that I didn't take advantage of those crashes. I came to deliver on farming system, and I was delivered from my group. So when I came, we were using slides. I mean, now that's how we do your slides. So we projected our slides for us to deliver the speech. At that time, we didn't have a back end generator that I talked about. So I just started the speech, and I said, farming system is, and then we off the lights. And my slides were projected. You understand? And my slides were projected. So when I say farming system is, and they off the light, and let's continue the presentation, and I delivered the entire presentation. And when I finished, everybody was clapping. For like 1, 2, 3 minutes, people were just clapping. And the lecturer was very impressed. They give us 10 over 10. And when we finished, the people wanted to shake hands with me and said, ladies. And of course, I thought I was interested, right? So I was very strict. But I had some ladies, they came, there were 3 of them. They came that they want to shake hands with me. Then I told them, I don't shake. So because I don't want to shake, I now become an interest to them. So they don't want to shake me by all means. So if they have just shaking me, to have just go like that. But because I now said I don't want to shake, I now become a person they want to shake. That's how I want to shake. So when I was now running for the SRC presidency, they told me that if you don't allow us to shake you, then we will not vote for you. You get that thing. So I thought it was normal until they started clapping. When I'm going to deliver a presentation, like this thing that I'm doing, I mean everything is in my head. You get that? So when you are going to deliver a speech and the mental breakdown happens, it's happening because you are not properly prepared. It's like mathematics. When there is a rapport, you don't prepare very well. Then you go and they just change the person, change it a bit. You are going to forget everything, right? But if you are mathematics guru, and you have been learning mathematics for a long period of time, when you go there, no matter how they tell you, no matter how they say the paper is difficult, some people still get it, right? So your presentation, when you learn the presentation, you write it down. You rehearse it days before. And you have been consistently taking opportunities in public speaking, like the editor and the rest that I've been talking about. There is no way your mental breakout will happen, right? But if you wait, if you've not done public speaking, and then you go to defend, thesis, there's already tension in that. And that's your first time. It can happen. So always ensure that you are prepared ahead. So let me take another question from you.
Let's say you are someone who stammers.
Okay.
So how would you go about public speaking?
Yeah, in my book, I've written about stammering them. Okay. How to deal with stammering. You see, most of the people who stammer, when they are to recite the Quran, they realize that they don't stammer, right? I will not notice that. When they are reciting parts and they don't stammer, right? Usually, when you know something very well, your level of stammering will reduce. I don't know if that was it. The Imam usually prays and they make mistakes when they are reciting Fatiha. Do you see them making mistakes when they recite Fatiha? I've never seen. It's very difficult. And Imam reciting because you know the thing very well. So if you know you are a stammerer, if somebody who doesn't stammer is to use 1 hour to prepare for a speech, you should use hours, right? Secondly, people are lecturers, they are human beings, and they know that you are a stammerer. So naturally, they will make a provision in their minds for you. They know that you are a stammerer, right? So if you are speaking and the stammering comes, the people will already make that particular provision for you. So they will not expect you to deliver like somebody who doesn't stammer. I don't know if you are getting it. So don't put a lot of pressure on you. It's just like, for instance, if a small child like 9-year-old or 6-year-old memorize the Quran, people will see it like a natural or something, a miracle or something, right? But if 30-year-old person does it, they will see it to be normal or something, right? So if you are a stammerer and you are going to deliver a speech, people will naturally already, because they are aware of stammerers, right? They already make provision for you. So when they are listening to you, they know that you are a natural stammerer. The only problem will come when you are not a stammerer and you are stammering because of the presentation. That's when people will have issues. When you are a stammerer, just stammer and give your presentation. People don't have any problem with that. There's a scholar in Tamale, Sheikh, one of the greatest scholars we have in Tamale. I've gone to his casino, he stammers. So when he's giving a presentation, his name is Abdullah Bin when you do the presentation and it's stammering, people will just relax and be waiting for you to continue. Like nothing happened. And when you are doing
whenever someone was coming, he is very dark to class.
oh, I can't really hear you. I don't know whether
During your time, I don't know if someone was very vibrant in class.
Okay.
Was considered this guy is arrogant. Like in our time, we have this stigma negation. If someone is very vibrant, like you ask questions, contribute, and that's really like this guy is composed. So, what advice do you have to someone or what kind of mindset?
yeah, so if you are very active in class, it's very good because even if they believe that purpose, they will still know you. And when you graduate, one of the most important things you need for job or scholarship is for recommendation. In fact, when you are in school, you don't even hear about it until you graduate. When you apply for scholarship outside, all the universities in the US and in Europe, they will ask you for a recommendation letter. And that letter is a lecturer who has taught you, go to him to write that letter to you. He will tell specific things about you and why he recommends you for them to pick you. Right? I just recently applied for one school and they were asking for a recommendation. If you don't know any of the lectures, you will come and they are busy, they won't even marry you. Or they will write a recommendation for you, known as general recommendation. They just write general things about you. Oh, he was a good guy. Like our terminal of course when we were in private school, hardworking, they will write it for everybody. But the university needs specific things. Like if you are close to him, you can say that, oh, he used to ask a lot of questions in class and he was very good at this. And he even scored this A in my course. You get those kind of stuff. Because he knows you, so he will comment to you. And luckily also, your friends who were saying you are doing this, that, they will also know you. I don't know that about it. So when you graduate, they will still remember you. Even if there are opportunities, they will still remember you and they can connect you. But if you are applying to class, people will forget about you. I graduated high school in 2015. I can meet some of my mates and we're talking and I'm saying, oh, Hajara. And the person will say, he doesn't remember Hajara again. I swear to God. Your classmates too, 10 years, we are in the same class. Now they will not even know that person. But I've never sat in class with anybody at all, at any level, that you say, oh, Fidaus. I were popular in the whole care university. Now they're talking about class. So any opportunity that you get to become popular, take it. Because at the end of the day, popularity is advantageous to you. When I go to MTN office or even tech hospital, I will see some of the doctors our time and they will know you because of the politics, right? And they'll give you special treatment. You get that? So just stop your classmates will know you. Don't let anyone that Atamis made a mistake when he was pronouncing economy. And he tried to correct it. And then it became a viral sensation. So when you make a mistake, okay, so she's saying that if you go to a particular place and they give you a topic to present on, right? And what happens is that I don't think naturally you just go to a place and then they will just give you any topic at all, right? But maybe we could say that for the purpose of this presentation, I can give you just any random topic to speak about. How do you speak about it, right? This, in my book, I think that reading, writing, and public speaking go together. So if you want to become a good speaker, you need to become a good reader. You need to read a lot of books on different topics, such that you have idea about almost everything. I don't know if I'm with you. Because you cannot speak from emptiness. Whatever you want to speak is from something you already want. No. You get that? So even as you do not have speech to deliver, read a lot of books. Islamic books, literature, self-help books, read a lot. Such that if they call you to deliver a speech from any topic, at least you will have some ideas. So when you have some ideas, you can just use the story that I talked to you about, right? The story will be your introduction. Then you just say something small in the middle. Then last, you just summarize it and ask the question when you are free. You get that? So if you don't see a good form of presentation like this, I don't think it will be like a 30 minutes presentation. Like if they are giving you a topic and they know you're not prepared for it, then we just go somewhere and they say you should advise people. It should be something that you should be able to do. Beneficial than money. Alright, so you either speak for the motion and then people will speak against the motion. So the person who is to speak first will speak for the motion. And those who is to speak will speak against the motion. So let's get to one. And I said, whenever you get public speaking opportunity, take it. Don't waste time. You're not going to pay. Come and mess up. Embarrass yourself. It's better to embarrass yourself here. You are not needed. Than to embarrass yourself in your classroom in front of your class. Alright, so let's welcome Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed to deliver a speech on beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money. No, use the question. Let them use it.
Beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money, and I speak against the motion. These are my reasons why I said beneficial knowledge is not more beneficial than money. Because if you have money, sometimes we learn knowledge. For me, sometimes we learn knowledge because of money. If you are able to acquire knowledge, you implement it to gain something, or to make you financial stable. And we are all trying to be financial stable after school. And why will you tell me that beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money? Even if they give me money today, $1 million, that I should stop school, yes, I will quit the school. Or if someone transfer $1 million into my account and ask me to stop, I'll stop the school. Because I'm going to the school because of money. Even if I learn the knowledge, I know it will impact something into my life. But if I'm able to learn well, I'll use it to do something, to gain money. Am I making sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Because if you are done with school, you go and look for a job. And then what you were learning is benefit to you because you make a sound decisions. But if you are not able to get a job to get money, and your entire family, even if you are closing door, they'll be insulting you because you don't have money. So to me, I will say that money is more important than beneficial knowledge.
In fact, your ideas make sense. I agree with that. Why you say? Sometimes when you give people important topic like they will come and say no factors. But what he said is it makes sense. And a lot of students don't know why they are going to school. He knows why. He is going to school because he wants to make money. So if you already have the money, why go to school? You get that. So I like that point. So Madam Hajara is to speak for emotion. Why beneficial knowledge is more important than money. Alright, so let's
my opponent here said that if you have money, that people will be respecting you, but without money, they will not be respecting you. money without knowledge, your respect will be limited. By you adding that knowledge to the money, you'll be like highly respected. Some people are there, like they have money, they have everything, but lack of knowledge are preventing them from getting some certain things. But here, if you have knowledge, people will be coming to you, not because of their money, but because of their knowledge. For instance, a CEO who is having like billions can go bankrupt within a night. All the respect for the money will vanish. But someone who is having knowledge about something, the knowledge will be with the person forever and ever. So I think knowledge is more important than money.
Alright, so we are saying that if you have money, the money can be. I would like all of us to speak. What time is money?
6:30.
6:30. What the time now? 6. Yes, so we can all speak so that we just go for one. So now I want to limit it to guys. So you can just come and speak your opinion on the topic. Whether you are for or against. Just come tell us go out for a motion and say something. Just say it. You like it. Alright, so let's welcome Malcolm. So,
I'm here to speak against the notion that beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money. So assuming you pass your last year exams, you got 7 A's, but then you don't have the money to further your education. You have the knowledge alright, but then you don't have the money to come to university to continue with your studies. So you'll be limited by the money to come in. Also on your knowledge. So I think that's my point. Beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money. Thank you.
What do you think? She did well.
She has a representation out of 100.
She has a point.
Out of 100.
I'll give it
5, 10,
25.
25. Okay, 25. What about you? 90%. I crash one. So how does 25 just move? You listen to the same person, but you tell them to look at that. So far, they say 25, another 90%. Cameraman, you are doing the camera. So,
Out of 10.
out of 100.
Out of 100.
And you look like you got the
65.
65. That's fast. Okay, you have 50. That means you put the class mark. Alright, so the next person. Let's go.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
For our needs and motion. Yeah, I know you speak your emotion. Alright. But the man can say that it is more important than money. Alright, let's go.
Firstly, regarding this topic, we have to first ask ourselves, what's the meaning of beneficial knowledge? Do we mean just knowledge or beneficial knowledge? Because there are certain knowledge, you can seek for certain knowledge, but it will become beneficial to you. So, especially regarding the examples given by my colleagues, one mentioned that you can get 7 A's in your OSC and then you're not get a job or something. So the issue is, on this matter, you have to, especially focusing on Islam, it's encouraged. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded and then Musa to say, or Qur'an bizin min ilmin. So it means in Islam you can't worship without what is the knowledge of Allah. And then, okay, so talk about beneficial knowledge. It is not restricted to just knowing about your religion. Let's see, studying medicine, it's also beneficial knowledge. In what way? By doing what? Saving lives. Let's see, like just becoming a teacher too, in itself, it's a knowledge by doing what? Educating people, which will also become what? Beneficial for you. That's what we are talking about, beneficial knowledge. But having knowledge about how to deceive people. You see, in itself is still knowledge, but in this case, it's not transferred as beneficial knowledge. So, coming concerning the knowledge, we know in this that to be able to afford or get your basic needs, you have to get money. But money, getting money itself doesn't necessitate or doesn't guarantee us trust or respect from others. So in this case, we have to ask ourselves, there are a lot of people known today, not because of their money, but because they have beneficial. Looking at scholars like Imam Shafi, look at Kenya, look at Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, and the rest. We know them because of what their knowledge, they can learn the rest. We can't go to Hadith without referencing that it's Sahih or it's what Da'if without mention of Al-Bani. So, because of this, I stand for the motion that beneficial knowledge is more important than being rich or money.
Gentlemen, ladies, I would like our Nikabi to speak. I've not seen a Nikabi speaking before.
Hey, go there, Sama.
Well, we all go for the motion that beneficial knowledge is more important than money. Because for the person that said, don't use the CEO as an example. The CEO can go bankrupt today, but then if he doesn't have money, if he doesn't have beneficial knowledge, he wouldn't be able to have maybe the knowledge to say, okay, I went bankrupt because of this and this and this. So you need other people to come and help you to make that money invest. But then if he has a beneficial knowledge, he can say, okay, I have to do this and this and this and get the money. So me also it goes hand in hand, depending on what your priorities are.
Yeah, but you should choose one side.
Okay, so you can have you have the knowledge and it can help you to make the money. Example, the person that said the 7 years example. She has the knowledge, that student has the knowledge, but doesn't have the money. That knowledge can help the person source funds, like appeal to people with the knowledge they have, they can speak to people and then get the funds they need to continue with people. So I say the knowledge.
Hey, again. Boss.
Okay, so I'm coming to speak against the notion that beneficial knowledge.
At first, it's go for
Yeah, it was like so I should be looking at our educational system and our employment system. We need the money to get employed. So I think I study medicine and we have 10 of us who study medicine and we graduated. Maybe we all had the knowledge, we all had first class, but then the requirement is that we all know the employment system now in our country. So you need to get the money to pay, even though they say it's about connection, but majority is you need the money to pay. So I can have the money and I can have the knowledge, finish the school and be sitting in the house, but you that you don't have the knowledge, or maybe you go to second class or third class, when you have the money, you are given the opportunity to pursue your education. The one having the knowledge and he has gotten first class and he doesn't have money. So you need to have money in everything before you can go high or like looking at the employment system here and in Ghana. So if you want to make more money, you have to invest more money before you can make more money.
Alright, so later I think now what you see. Now 60.
Because
You later 90 now 95. 69.
That-
Now what's the rate?
Now I'll give a 52.
But I thought the second one is better than
she's now switching positions. I don't like that. I don't like that.
She came back for the battle.
Yes.
Eh.
Yes. So that was the case. So I think we should have some small time. Two people can talk. So since all the ladies have spoken, so I think Madam is or that you want to
So I'm also here to speak for emotion, not ideas.
for emotion. Okay.
So I have a particular reason why I'm speaking for emotion. Why beneficial knowledge is more important than money. I'm going to speak based on our Ghanaian society. If you look at the Ghanaian society, majority of the individuals, they value and love, respect so much to an extent. And we've all come to an observation that whether you are rich or you have a beneficial knowledge, well-recognized personnel who has beneficial knowledge, both of these people chase after respect. And I can testify that those with money, they are rather chasing after the respect more than the beneficial knowledge. The reason why I said this is because if somebody has a beneficial knowledge, whether you are rich or you are poor, you will all come and bow down to me. For example, let's take our madams in our various localities. No matter how rich you are, you will still come to bow down to them. You will bring your children to them. And that will even bring much respect that the rich people are chasing to the beneficial people. I think that is the little that we have to say.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so you rate what do you rate? What do you
How did you reach me?
First, I give you a rating. Now, next time, what's the rating? Be fast, it's not the time. 17.
But because of the specific reason, that's why.
Okay. What rating do you give it?
60.
60.
What rating? 60. What do you think he could improve on?
His point wasn't saturation.
It wasn't that. But he said that parents get children for raising food, so they have more respect than the rich people. How much do you rate your own self? 80. How is that? How will you rate? Take the way that you know you are rating the best. Alright, you come and then. And then so this is the final.
No, it's left to me. Oh.
Eh?
Me.
Or you,
Yes, I'm the final.
So prepare to
Yes.
rate our cameraman. He will give our last. Yeah, give it to my
I would like to speak against the notion that beneficial knowledge is not more than money. It's not important than money.
The topic is beneficial knowledge is more beneficial than money. That's it. If you are speaking against it, it means that you are saying that money is more important than knowledge. You get that you are speaking against it. But if you are speaking for it, it means that you are saying that knowledge is more important than money. I don't know if you are got it. So which one is speaking for?
Speaking against
Okay, okay.
in this generation, sometimes we don't know money. Emphasize on gender. What we see is the money. Money doesn't. Knowledge doesn't buy things. Knowledge doesn't produce mental. It is money. Everything is about money.
Okay, very good. Okay, knowledge doesn't go back. I like that. And you want to go to Mecca?
Sometimes,
Don't worry, let's
if
I'll
I,
send you, don't worry. But they take the scholars to Mecca for free.
it's not like
So if they are going for free, it's not free for someone. Someone has to pay for it. There's no free lunch. It's not free. Even if it's free for you, someone has to pay for it. Alright, can pay for the degree that you are doing.